Hey guys, what's happening? It's Chuck Gonzales coming at you about 14.2. Chest to bar pull-ups, what the heck? Double unders last week, chest to bar pull-ups this week. This open is not easy. It's certainly not as easy as it has been. And if you're a skilled athlete, you know, you're probably gonna do pretty well at these first couple watts, but if you haven't been doing CrossFit too long, you might be getting a little frustrated. Apologize, sorry. Hopefully the next few watts are gonna be easier that are all inclusive of everybody. Here's what I would like to talk to you guys about today. I'm not going to coach you guys on the butterfly pull-ups. One, I'm not very good at them, and two, I tore yesterday a bit, so I just stopped completely, called it a DNF as I was getting into my sets of 12. I knew that I would have to do the workout again, and how's this guy looking? It's not looking too bad. I got a blood blister under there, and I had to pop it yesterday. It was gross. My kids were just screaming. They thought it was the nastiest thing. I'm not going to talk to you guys too much about butterfly pull-ups. I'm not even going to coach you guys too much about overhead squat. I'll give you a couple of things, but what I want to talk to you guys about is really how you can do better once the open is completely over. I want to talk to you guys about your spinal mobility, followed by spinal stability, how that relates to the rotator cuff, and how important it is to work on Achilles, calf, gastroc flexibility for the overhead squat. So first, just like last week, I want to start off with foundations. I want to start off with shoe wear. I tend to lift in either a New Balance or this. I love this shoe. It's a Nike, what is this thing, Lunar Lawn. And I love this thing, you know. Is it the best to CrossFit in? No. I tear it up from rope climbs all the time. But it works for me. I like it. It's a light shoe. I don't set any, actually I do set a few PRs in that thing. I can do most anything in it, and it's just comfortable for me. I don't like weightlifting shoes. I hate them. I don't like to lift in them, but there is some benefit to them. The weightlifting shoe has an elevated heel. And this portion here, you can see how the heel comes up a little bit right here, and it does that for a couple of reasons. One, this is going to help with force transfer. You're not lifting on a really thick sole. As you lift, you can imagine that sole just squishing down. It's like trying to do a deadlift on a mattress if you're doing it in like a pair of Nike Shocks or something like that. You don't want to lose that force transfer. So this is going to help transfer force. Second of all, it's elevated, so it's going to shorten up the Achilles. When the Achilles is shortened, the weightlifter is going to be able to get deeper under the bar and be able to get under the bar faster too. The third thing that it does is it provides stability on the lateral portion of the foot, and that's what the Velcro is for. Otherwise, they're gonna bust out the side of their shoe, and that's what this guy is for. So when we lift, we tend to go into external rotation, triple extension, and as we're lifting, the hips are externally rotating, and I've blown more than one pair of shoe out on the whole side of me right here. Plus, too much pressure over time, it's really not very good on the ankle and the whole musculature. So that's what this guy is for. And there's certainly plenty of types of lifting shoes out there. I think the hot ones now are Reebok, but you know, these guys work just fine. So if you want to lift in them, fine. It's up to you. But personally, I like to lift in a bit lighter shoe. Next, I want to address a few things that I took that I think might help. I've always been a great big fan of branched chain amino acids, and these are ones that I just buy off of the shelf. I usually like Amino Vital. This one is Now Sports. I got it at I think Whole Foods or something like that. This is arginine. The benefit of this is branched chain amino acids are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. And these branched chain aminos are what your body dips into during long duration exercise. Like triathletes love to take these guys, but also during high intensity exercise. I just don't poop out. I feel great when I take this stuff. I used to take Amino Vital. I can't get it in the stores anymore, so now I just buy a branched chain amino. I usually like powders. These are the capless though. They tend to be working for me pretty well, so I really enjoy taking these guys. I think that there's huge benefit to branched chain amino acid. Plus, it helps incredibly well with preventing DOMS or late onset muscle soreness after these WODs. These really help you guys. When I was taking Amino Vital, I think it was 3,000 milligrams or 3,600 milligrams before and after the WOD, before and after my series WOD. This one, arginine, Ta-da! This is a vasodilator, and what that does is it just kind of relaxes the whole vascular system. The theory behind this is that as you relax the vascular system, you're going to allow more blood flow to the muscles, the primary muscles that are at work. And if you imagine kind of like a garden hose, you know, that's like this big and you're trying to shove water through there, well, you're not going to get too much. But if you open up that water hose like this, you're going to get a lot more water pumping through there. That's the theory anyway. It tends to work pretty well for me. I don't really like competing without taking those guys. So for me, they work. For you guys, you might think they're a bunch of BS, and you know, that's fine. It's okay. Foundation 2. I have to wrap up my wrists. So I use our strength wraps. We got some strength wraps that they made for us. Even our little logo on there, really nice. So I have to wrap up my wrists. But I don't want to use these things without taping them up. Otherwise they're going to come unwound when I'm on the butterfly pull-up. So I'll just take a little piece of tape and I put the tape around my wrist, and that helps maintain my wrist stability. I did tear yesterday though. If you guys have ever seen these are kind of ghetto low rent, what do you call them, pull-up grips. So you can make them yourself. I'm sure that you guys might have seen them on YouTube or something like that. Wrap it up, and that helps too. That helps with preventing tears, but also protecting any tears that you have in your wrist. And then you're just going to tape this up around the wrist here, and it works. It works pretty decently well. I got to take care of my knees a bit more these days. I'm sorry you guys can't see me here. So I got a couple of neoprene knee wraps, and I really like these things. They give me a good sense of stability. This is the brand that I went with right here. Just ordered them online. What are these called? TK bands. So I like this. This works well for me. This is a medium size, and I'm kind of a medium sized guy, unless you ask Sean Lyon. And then I'm like, I think he said I was an Indonesian giant. Thank you, Sean. Those are the foundations.